So today on the version of Back Bowl Entertainment Center, we've got Dylan back here. He's cleaning out the green bands. So you can see these, well, there's one right here. There's a green band right here. So he's cleaning up all these green bands. So green band back there, green bands. And then after he gets done cleaning all the green bands on all of these units, he's got to come back and he's got to put oil on them. So that way they roll properly as they're going around and around and around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 bands that he cleans. You hold the rag on with some cleaner for about 8 seconds. And you do that for all, right now he's doing the south side, so that's 10 machines. So that's quite a bit of work that we do there for maintenance. 2 to 3 times a week, depending on how warm it is, how busy we are. You can typically hear them squealing, or you can hear the pins kind of flopping around. So that's one of the things that we do on a pretty normal basis each week. And then I'm working on this oil machine. So this oil machine, we need to change out the cloth. So we're going to slide you guys over here. So we're going to put this new cloth on. So here's our new cloth. So it's going to be, this is the cleaning side of the unit. This is the cleaning side of the unit. This is the oiling side of the unit. You can see that this cloth is pretty full and nasty. Just want to release the tension of that cloth. Go here, turn this on. Test output limits. Output. Bad thing is, I need this piece. Gotta go cut this off real quick. So, I guess we'll go for a little ride. So yeah, I need this roller on the end of this guy. So we're gonna go back here. I think if I just take it up to the dumpster and just kind of let it just roll into it, I should be able to get it done pretty quickly that way. So, go outside. I got a beautiful area here. Show you guys. You walk out that door and you got like this beautiful kind of marshy, swampy kind of area. But pro shop's right there on the end of that building over there. So yeah, pretty. Sometimes it sucks that I'm always inside the building, but we'll go up here, take care of the old map by just kind of rolling it off into the trash can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good view for you guys. Yeah, that'll work. Something like that. So. So now we've got an empty roll. That was pretty simple. I've got to go get this little thing off. That helps hold the cloth in the right place. And it also has these like little screws on it too that hold the cloth. So we've got leads tomorrow, so that I knew we were running out of cloth on the other roll that we just threw away. So before we go up to Home Depot to purchase some new style lighting to fix some of the noise, like we've got a couple of old transformers that are buzzing. We've got some of these old ones like that aren't working anymore. And one of our league bowlers, who's an electrician, helped me out by telling me how I could get like a conversion kit done for it. So that seems like the logical answer. Now you can see my little POV camera there that we're working on. So we just got to get this guy off. Shouldn't take much. Man. Usually I'm strong enough to just, there it goes. My hands were too oily out there. So then throw this little piece away. Boom. That's done. It's kind of oily, so let's wipe it down. Set that right there, that's fine. This is what the new cloth is going to roll onto while it's being used. Clean the lane. Okay, that's done. Let's wipe this guy off. But yeah, I like to try and stay ahead of things. I don't want to come in here tomorrow and go, oh crap, I got to get the cloth done and da-da-da-da-da for leagues, and then try and go, oh, I got to get the approaches done, and it's just, I don't want to do that all in one day. It just takes too much time. So there's a lot of managing your time, figuring out what works best, when and where to do it. So yeah, we just kind of, now you can see Dylan down there. working on something besides just the bands. He doesn't just do the bands, he's also checking out things that might need fixed and whatnot. And now we are back to our rowing machine. So you can see there's a lot of walking involved sometimes. So we've got our old roller here. This is the spring that goes inside the cleaner. So the cleaner comes through here, comes out, and it's got a little wheel that goes around it. But I think I can do that on a different day right now. I'm just trying to get this done so we can go up to Home Depot and get these lights fixed because they're driving me nuts. We've got some rooms that are pretty dark. So I want to fix them. So when you're a mechanic at a bowling alley, you're not just doing just going to go in here like this. And it just kind of, it's got these little hooks here to show you where it goes in at. So it goes in here like this, boom. Then you just push it over. This side's got a spring on it. This spring goes this way, goes that way. We lock it into here. Before you lock it in, you actually want to pull some off. I would say probably about that much. Then you want to put it into the machine, lock it into place. And you've got to go underneath this black roller, cushion roller. Which is also a item you have to switch out every once in a while as well. So then we have that, and then we need to put this guy back in. This one doesn't matter. It pushes the other way. So we're going to go this side first. Jeez. It's going to go over like so. Okay. Then you flop this over this. Actually, let's pull this off. Go get my transfer tank now. I grabbed that on my way back through, but I was too busy to get the retention light thing that we had on there off. So we need the tank that catches all of the dirt and grime off the lane, which is right here. It always has a little bit left in it. Okay, so now we've got our tank. Hey, it's kind of hard to do with only one hand. So now we have our transfer tank. I wouldn't call it a transfer tank. Our clean tank, I guess is a good way to say it. Back through the kitchen, so I don't have to fight the door. Around and through and back around. And then we go into back over to our machine. Set this down. It is a lot harder with only one hand. So then there's that. Pop this open. Boom, boom. All right, so now the transfer tank can go in. Move this out of my way. Set this into there. Boom, boom. And inside this tank, there's stuff that has to get changed out every once in a while as well. Basically filters is what they call them. Alright, so now we've got our transfer tank back on. We still need this to be out of the way. And we need... So then what you do is you put this up here. Like so. this on there. I'm trying to line it up pretty evenly. Both sides. About the same. And then in here you've got to reset it, the counter, which is so it's lining itself up. So like that, real quick, see how well that went. This off again. I remember now. Then come around like this. Pull it tight. Then wrap it up a little bit. Everything about the same. Then you put this on. Yeah. Like so. Back onto the plunger. Back onto the connector here. Open this. Turn that. Sides. Oops. Then you reset the thing. And that's going to be let's see, where is system control, duster control? I think that was it, duster control. Volume test. Manual. Program. Duster. Enter. Next. Unwind time. F6 to reset. Okay. So now that's reset. And this bad boy is now ready to oil. We also have a team post-bowling from last week, Thursday night. So we've got to oil a lane for them with the right oil pattern. Bink, go in there, bink, turn it sideways, lock it in, and close this. And there's that. So got that done pretty quick, actually. We're not doing it very often. So now, they're bowling on 7 and 8 because that's the lanes that they were supposed to bowl on last week. So, boom. Get you guys set up here. Why does that feel so jiggly? Turn you guys that way, so that way that doesn't jiggle around as much. And there we go. That's done. Machine over. They use program 1. I'm gonna do it the same way I've been doing it. So, walking again. Walking. So yeah, you can see that I've got my POV camera on one side. All right, we need these two guys. Back to the lanes now. Dylan! What's up? Alright. So now I can put you guys back on your home base here. Home base. Up, over. So yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome once I get some content on here to where I can start posting it up on the cameras here, or on the TVs, I mean. Joe's giving me the right to do that. So I'm kind of excited. Maybe I can make some content for tomorrow. Put it on one of the screens just so people can see what I've been doing. So, the machine's cleaning side is on this side, right? So I like to try and give it a little bit of a hand on this back side here where the cleaner doesn't really get out of the lane much. So I'm dropping this down a little bit. Plus, this is like the dirtiest part of the lane. We get a bunch of hair. So this was clean, right? And I did this yesterday. So watch. That's just from that approach area. From the first 4 feet or so, 4.5 feet, you get all this nasty stuff on the ground. So that's just from one lane, from one day. So that's why it's important to try to help your bowling alley out, your bowling center, by wearing nice clean shoes, wearing the bowling shoes provided, bringing your own bowling shoes, keeping your bowling shoes properly maintained. All that stuff helps us out, so that way we don't have as much dirt and grime going down the lane. Because it starts here, works its way down that way. And the machines. And the machine stop working is good. So for us to be consistent, it's kind of helpful for you guys, for the bowlers, to try and help us out. You know, if you don't have bowling shoes and you don't slide, like you just stop, you can buy a brand new pair of like non-marking tennis shoes and wear those here. We'll let people with brand new shoes bowl on the lane, but we don't want them out. Those shoes are like strictly for the approach only. So you buy them, you bring them here, and you use them. You know, we don't want you out walking in the parking lot and bringing your and grime onto the approach. So if that's an option for you, then that's great. We've got people that bring their own regular non-marking finish use in. So I have no problem with that. But as long as they're non-marking, those are the things that matter to me. We don't have any nails over that every day, just that first couple of feet of the lane, that really helps us out too. I guess I shouldn't put my mop right in the way. Okay, so now we're ready to move the lane. Tomorrow, because I know tonight's going to be slow. So that's going down the lane. So yeah, the whole idea is to like educate people that come here, bowl, either lead bowlers or just anybody, to educate themselves about, they don't just walk in here tonight. Do a lot of work besides just turn a light switch on each and every day. There's always something else going on. Yesterday, the video was Dylan doing his thing, me doing my thing. That's probably going to be the content that I use. For tomorrow, I'd really like to have some content for you guys tomorrow on the TV for the week on. So I'm going to play around with that probably this evening before I do work for myself, doing some phone calls and stuff. What's going on, man?
Hey.
Dylan's on right there, 5.
He's in the back.
He's right there at 5. You can see him.
Oh, yeah.
He's,
We're going to begin working on the freezer.
sounds good. I think I moved it into this side.
The what?
I think I moved it. It was in the building, in the room over there.
Uh-huh.
Now it's over here.
The what?
Is that a refrigeration thing?
Yeah.
The big box?
He's on the same, he's on the...
It's over here now. I'm pretty sure I put it
Someone
like
put it back over
Oh,
there.
did they? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I see.
Awesome, man. Have fun. Alright, so there's one lane. Done. Clean. Looks nice. For some reason, every once in a while, I get this black dot. I don't like this. I think it just creeps out. That nozzle I showed you guys, the inside nozzle. But that's not that good. Here. This way. Shop and a coach. I'm waiting for my fingernail to heal before I bowl with this new camera I have. Because I pulled last night with it, taped it up and everything. Now to get bigger inserts, make it all work so I can fit into the ball, and now I'm inconsistent, somewhat. So I think both break. I don't want to give you guys content that's not true me, I guess. I mean, you can still pull the washer and pull. I enjoy pulling. It may not be useful for people. So he's working on pin setter with tongs. So there's tongs that squeeze the pins. It's just like this. Those you need to replace all the time. So it looks like he's got one of those on the floor. He's actually got, they have like grooves in them, and they all connect together back there on that pin deck. And that's how they all know when to open and close the same. So it looks like he's fixing that situation. Yes, tonight I'm going to hang one of the north side TVs. I don't think we're going to be that busy when we're going to flip this side and that side. I'm going to play around and try to get this back and forth after I try and edit. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe I'm pretty wrong. I mean, that's kind of the way I'm doing everything. Raw, uncut. That's done. So now this goes off. Goes away. Now I need to grab this transfer tank. Yeah, I've got perfect. I should have probably taken one walk down. And I can see I should walk down here. This is good. Roll phase as close to the headpin as possible. So you don't want it to happen way up here. You don't want it to happen down, 40 feet down the lane. You want it to happen at, if I line the headpin is 60 feet. So you want your ball to turn into roll phase like So let me squint, kind of do that a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm just going to keep this raw footage. I don't think I'm going to try and edit anything, because I don't think it does justice, you know, on the amount of time it takes and what all we do on a daily basis, you know. Yeah, we got to take trash out. Just saw that, but I think it's kind of, you know, shows you guys everything that goes on. So I think I'm just going to keep it. So here we go. I'm trying not to dump it out yet. This is what comes off the lane. So that's pretty nasty. Usually it's a lot more full because we don't usually just do 2 lanes. So we do that, and then we turn on the water. Water. Where's our hose? Our hose is here. So our hose comes up here. Yeah, sorry about the wall, but that's just part of being in a mop sink room. Okay, and then we turn the hot water on, and we clean out the machine. So, jiggle it around, clean out the inside of it a little bit. Try to keep those filters clean as possible. And that's about it with that. I usually do a better job, but since it was only 2 lanes, I'm not overly worried about it. We're going to clean it out again tomorrow anyway. And then I like to leave it in this room where it can dry out and do that thing. Why is that dripping? Okay. And so now take this machine back to its home and give it its quick wipe down. I think we can just, how do I want to do that actually? Here at the lanes, so then we close this up. Then we stand it up. Oh, almost forgot to bring this down. There we go. Like so. So you can see, now it's in transport mode. It's standing up on its wheels, on the bottom wheels. So you can see the grime and grub. That's just off of 2 lanes, right? There's actually 2 or 3. There's 2 lines of it right there. So now they're gonna get to ride on the machine and see the ceiling the whole time, while I drive you back to the north side home. Oh, it's only been 40 minutes. That's not bad. That is not bad. I'm glad I didn't have to do all the lanes, because that takes so much more time. But I'm going to be bouncing you guys around a little bit. You're going to see some lights. I might cut this out, maybe. I don't know. No, we don't have to go over that. Let's go this way where it's quieter. Hi-ya. So now we're in the cafe. I guess I could not use the footage from my phone and use my footage from my POV camera. That makes sense. So we're going to go through here. Boom, boom. But if I leave it on, then I can know where I need to cut the footage at. Or take the footage from this, whatever. Into the pool rooms. Back over here. I'm going to clean the machine for Dylan for tomorrow, so that way he doesn't have to do it. Plus, you should always clean the machine after each use. Just wipe it down. It only takes a few moments, especially when you're doing it a few times. So now we're going down the hill. Whoa. into the inside room on the north side. Every time I say north and south side, I think of that Moby song. All right, so now we're back in here, back in our home. You know, disregard the mess because Dylan and I are still working on this side. We spent about a week cleaning up the south side a while back. So I don't have my tripod, so you guys are gonna just sit over there. You can see most of the machine. So wipe down this, the cleaning cloth. Why clean off the cleaning cloth? You clean the cleaning cloth off because over time the dirt builds up on it, and then it might not be even all the way around. So we want to clean that off. And then the squeegees. The squeegees are attached to a vacuum right here in the middle. You might be able to see those hoses. There's a suction hole right here for picking up all the stuff off the lane, the cleaner and stuff. So we wipe off these squeegees really well, like so. And then this brush, this is the blue part of it is called the transfer brush. So, and there's another silver one up here that moves the oil to the transfer brush, keeps everything as even as possible. So we kind of just wipe all this down, wipe off all of the wheels. Wipe off all of the little white wheels, drive motor wheels. I don't have to like scrub because I just cleaned all of it off just a little while ago before I put it on the lane. Boop, boop, boop. Some hair there, some hair there. Okay. Then it gets loud for a second because I'm going to turn this around. So I'm opening up this, the oiling side of the machine and lock it in place. And I'm going to use the air compressor. Close our lid. And then we're ready to go in the morning. That's it. So now he's ready to go for tomorrow. And, oh no. I wonder if my POV camera died. Oh well. So there it is. That is the weighing machine. Whew, 50 minutes in, not too shabby. All right. So with that, I am going to say goodbye for today. And then later I will be working on getting this content to you guys. Everybody have a great day. Thank you for watching. I'm hoping this has been somewhat educational. Talk to you later.